Hello and welcome to Hot Stuff, our award-winning talk show where the conversations are always hot and the tea is scalding. We're your hosts, Jillian and Jessica, and for our first topic today, we will be discussing Cole Sprouse on the Call Her Daddy podcast.
Ick.
Ick. Bottom line, ick.
Bottom line, ick. So for those who didn't see it, he's on the Call Her Daddy podcast talking about all kinds of things like relationship stuff and like stuff nobody really wanted to know about him. He very much was giving tortured artists, like nobody understands me, sort of thing. He's sitting there like this for the whole interview, smoking indoors, by the way, which I didn't think you could do. But it was just really cringy.
I remember it popped up on my TikTok For You page, and like I don't really watch or listen to the Call Her Daddy podcast at all, but I remember it showed up on my For You page because it was going viral very quickly, and all the comments were filled with like, I've never had the ick more for a man, like this is disgusting. Like him oversharing details that no one asked for about his personal life, stuff like that.
Exactly.
And him saying like, I don't think people get into the arts unless they're really messed up. And it's like, you got into the arts when you were like 4.
You did an Adam Sandler movie.
You did an Adam Sandler movie. You worked with Jennifer Aniston because she was hot. It's just, like, I understand that a lot of child actors are exploited early on and that it can be very difficult for them. And I wish he would have used the platform to discuss the actual issues in the industry and related to child actors. But instead, he's laying there on the couch smoking a cigarette with his like greasy hair, trying super hard to look effortlessly like troubled and edgy, when really he could be talking about the actual struggles he had growing up as a Disney star. Like it's like if Disney's known for anything, it's a giant cartoon mouse and it's exploited children.
No, literally so many child stars come out and talk about like feeling over-sexualized and like feeling really burnt out at a young age because they were pushed way too hard, and like it's just, if he would have talked about things that mattered on the podcast, I think that would have maybe been better well received. It just came off really, I mean, we've said like cringy, but like he's talking about how like his art is so like, you know, how so deep and meaningful to him and like so unappreciated, and it's like, you've taken pictures of like Kendall Jenner in a field. Like, I don't know if that's, I don't know. Do you, Cole Sprouse, but I'm Team Dylan.
Team Dylan.
Team
Hashtag
Dylan.
Team Dylan. Also, hashtag Team Lily Reinhart. Since he's going to sit there and trash her, and he's going to sit there and complain about, I've been cheated on every girl I've ever dated.
Yeah.
I'm sure that will be unpacked later.
Yeah.
With receipts at a reasonable time.
Lily Reinhart has, on her Instagram story, constantly been getting more like open and unhinged, and I'm waiting for the day when she comes for Cole Sprouse. But you know what? Cole Sprouse never brought Lily Reinhart burgers after her like working hard in a Victoria's Secret fashion show, so what can he offer really? Going on to other Disney stars, we will be right back after our next commercial for our next topic, Miley Cyrus's new album, right here on Hot Stuff.
What does it mean to be a war hawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad,
learning another language,
and listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a war hawk, I stay balanced,
take great care of myself,
and get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
And I'm taking confident steps in the direction of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
But I will keep my goals in mind
and never quit.
Because that's
the Warhawk way.
UW Whitewater Bookstore is your one-stop shop for apparel, textbooks, and technology. Stop in for a wide selection of gifts from our alumni, family, and name brand sections. Need to purchase or rent a textbook? Head downstairs to Textbook Services. Check out our new custom shop and create personalized apparel for your organization. Need a charger, laptop, or headphones? Our new technology section has everything you might need. For more information and bookstore hours, visit uwwhitewaterbookstore.com.
Welcome to the Anderson Library, a destination that offers many things to students and other people.
At the library, there's a whole host of resources that you have. Support for your academics in terms of books, databases, other resources, that streaming videos that you're going to use for classes.
And we do pet therapy once a week, alternating Mondays and Tuesdays. So that is something that any and all students, staff, and community members can come in and join us for.
Well, on the main floor of the library, we have a big chess set, so that's pretty popular to have students come in, play chess. People get really into it. You can reserve a study room, or if it's just you're looking for something fun to do on the weekend, you can come check out our video games or our board games.
You can also come check out and get a snack at their cafe. There is plenty of things to do at the Anderson Library besides just studying. For more information about the library's events and other topics, go to uw.edu/library.
Are you bored on campus? Then come down to Warhawk Alley in the University Center. We have everything you need to take a break from your studies and have a great time. So come blow off some steam with our air hockey, darts, foosball, video games, 8 top-of-the-line Brunswick pool tables, and our 10-lane bowling alley. We have nightly specials, blacklight bowling, tournaments, and tons of chances to win prizes. For more information or to set up a reservation, call Warhawk Alley at 262-472-5681.
Welcome back to Hot Stuff. Our next topic is Miley Cyrus's new album, Endless Summer Vacation. Jessica, I know you've already listened to the album, so why don't I hand it over to you?
Okay. So it's pretty much like if Miley Cyrus remade Malibu, but today. I'm a little bummed because I really loved her last album, Plastic Hearts, which was more of a pop rock sound. Like, she had a song with Billy Idol on it, and like, it was like she was wearing like leather and everything when she would perform, and like she was really leaning into like the rocker thing with like she had like the Joan Jett haircut and like just fully leaning into it. But this new album is much softer, I guess you could say. It's more poppy. It's more smooth. It's good. I like it. I think my favorite song is probably Jaded on the album. I don't know if like and I know Miley Cyrus has like talked about this before, where she's like, people have expected me to make another song like Wrecking Ball that's like this huge like pop culture thing, and it's like it does really well in the charts. She's like, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to that again. She's like, so I'm just gonna make music that I like to make, and I think that's great. I'm excited because she put out a concert with Disney Plus where she like performs songs from the album, and I was like, oh my gosh, Miley's back on Disney. Full circle.
Full circle.
Yeah. We were talking about before with Cole Sprouse about like people who have talked about in the past from being child stars, they've talked about like feeling exploited, and I think Miley has talked about that in the past. So I'm glad to see her thriving with her music career, and I think the fact that she came back to Disney speaks a lot about like her growth and her healing, and I'm happy for her. Plus she's in like a new relationship and she seems really happy in it, so. It's a slay for me.
I'm glad to see her experimenting with her sound a little bit more and finding what she wants to do. She's a very talented artist. I know she got like a really bad rap, like towards the end of her Disney career, you know, like her branching away from that and lashing out a little bit. The
2013 VMAs.
We're not going to talk about that.
Lives in history.
Yeah, I'm glad she's finding herself and that she's writing music that she enjoys. I think she deserves it after all she's done for Disney, and I do think it's really interesting that she's coming back to Disney now on Disney Plus, so we'll see how that goes.
Hannah Montana reboot in the works. Oh. Our next topic is the 2023 Oscars. So much happened.
my gosh.
There's so much to talk about. Jillian, do you want to start?
My favorite part about the Oscars is seeing all the different outfits people wear. I mean, like, I might be a little biased. I think it's boring when men just wear tuxedos.
Yeah.
I think it's really boring. But I love seeing all the different outfits that everyone wears to the Oscars and to different red carpet events. So I'm a huge fan. I love going through TikTok and seeing, like, I can't remember what his name is, but the TikTok creator who does, like, the slow-mo camera footage of, like, the different people who are there.
Like the glam bot?
Yes, the glam bot. I love that. That's, like, what I look forward to at these different events. I just love seeing all the different, like, stylists come out. I love seeing the different fashion.
Yeah.
I love it so much. That's probably my favorite part.
The fashion was really interesting this year. I feel like the only look I can remember was Florence Pugh's because it kind of looked like a bed sheet, but she was wearing like shorts with it, and I was like, you know what? It's a look. It's a look. I couldn't pull it off, but my favorite thing, I guess, was seeing like some of the people who won, because I feel like a lot of the awards that they gave out were really well deserved. Brendan Fraser won like Best Leading Actor for The Whale, and it was so sweet because like you could tell how much it meant to him, like even just to be there. Like he was like tearing up just when they were reading out that he was nominated, like when they were going through. It was so sweet, and like Kei-Hong Kui, he won for like Best Supporting Actor for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and that was also like a really emotional award. Michelle Yeoh won for like Best Leading Actress for the same movie, and like so now I think that movie has just become like the most awarded movie of all time. So like and they all seem really like wholesome people, so I like seeing wholesome people win awards, and I think that's what happened with the Oscars this year, which is cool. Andrew Garfield did a meme face, which was funny, because Jimmy Kimmel hosted, and he like Jimmy Kimmel, okay, who are you? But he asked Malala about Spitgate. Did you see that?
I did see that, and
my poor girl Malala, she's like, I talk about peace. I'm not talking about this. And good for her. She also was like attacked by somebody in like a Cocaine Bear costume. Like there was somebody in a Cocaine Bear costume like crawling over and like being in the audience, and like, leave her alone. That's my takeaway from the Oscars. Leave Malala alone, but also I'm happy for everybody who won.
Well, that's all we have for right now, but we will be right back after commercial for our next topic, Harry Styles' recent Instagram story on Hot Stuff.
We'd love to show you what it's like to be a Warhawk.
Come on!
Don't miss out on your chance to be a Warhawk
at UW Whitewater.
You belong here!
The PB Poorman Pride Center is the place to go for LGBTQ+ resources, information, and community. Located in the Warhawk Connection Center, while there, you can meet people like Mia.
And I serve Impact as president this fall, as well as working for the Pride Center. Impact is our queer LGBTQ+ and ally organization on campus. We meet once a week, and we do a lot of social events as well as education events.
It feels like I'm way more accepted here than when I was in high school. It is like a really big family.
Along with acceptance, in the Pride Center you can find a little library, a clothing closet, and a satellite location of the Warhawk Food Pantry.
It just feels like a home to me. You know, it feels like my home away from home, and there's such a community here that is so wonderful and full of joy.
For more information, follow the Pride Center on Instagram at UWW_PRC.
Crew is a faith-based organization for UW Whitewater students.
Their mission? To create an inclusive Christian community for students looking to explore or grow their faiths.
For me specifically, it's been amazing to just have people to walk alongside with my Christian journey on.
They always say to like go and experience new things while you're at college, and I think this is just another one of those things that you should experience.
Cru welcomes all students and is held at Summers Auditorium on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Come join our crew.
Welcome to Jitters Coffee House. Located on the first floor of the Wells Towers, Jitters is a student-run coffee lounge and offers a variety of coffee and ice cream-based drinks and is home to many entertaining programs, including live music, gamer trivia nights, and other performances. Coordinate your activity by emailing jitters@uww.edu. Jitters is completely run by volunteers who can earn service hours and even receive a free drink during their shift. Stop in tonight at Jitters Coffee House, where fun events and community come together.
Welcome back to Hot Stuff. Our next topic is Harry Styles' recent Instagram story and possible One Direction reunion. So I was personally affected by this because I got a notification that Harry Styles had posted to his Instagram story, and I was like, I don't normally get notifications about this. This is weird. And I go to look at it, and it had been deleted. And so I was like, okay. And then I had seen people had screenshotted it, and it was him wearing a One Direction t-shirt, which for people who are fans of One Direction is a huge deal because he's like, it's rare, I guess, for any of them to like acknowledge that One Direction existed, and any sort of like mention or like hint about it, people get excited and believe that something is coming. Now, we've had a couple like references besides this. There was like, obviously a couple months ago, there was like the Liam Payne podcast where he was talking about One Direction. Zayn like posted, which is Zayn, because he does not talk about One Direction at all, because he left. And so he like posted a video on his Instagram of him singing a One Direction song, and so people are speculating something could be coming.
Yeah, I'm not very into the One Direction fandom, and I worry that this might kind of be an overreaction.
Yeah.
Because there is, like, although I'm not a part of the group, I do hear a lot of people talking about how big of a deal this is.
Yeah.
And part of me is like, he posted and then deleted it. And to me, that seems like I'm going to post it as a joke.
Yeah.
And then, oh, this isn't going over so well, I'm taking it down. Because that's usually what happens with celebrities.
Yeah.
And I worry that this is a bit of an overreaction. So I'm not going to like put too much thought into it until something formally is announced, because I feel like it's just a lot of fans getting really, really excited, and then I don't want fans being let down, and I also don't want to put pressure on the artists and give them, because like they've worked so hard in their personal careers to move forward from One Direction, so having their fans go, One Direction reunion when? One Direction reunion when? Like I worry that might be uncomfortable for them.
Yeah.
So until something's formally announced, I'm not going to put too much thought into it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's probably what happened. Like, I know one time, like, usually sometimes celebrities will like post something meant for like their private story or like the Just Friends story, and then like it'll get posted on the main one on accident, and then they'll delete it quick. That's probably what happened here. Yeah, I think like as much as like people would probably enjoy like a One Direction reunion, I don't think it's super likely, but it would be cool. We'll be right back after commercial for our next and favorite segment of today's show, Person of the Week, right here on Hot Stuff.
The Royal Purple, the best place for all the latest news around the community and campus of UW-Whitewater. Here you'll find all different types of weekly news stories, including sports, arts and rec, biz and tech, and even fun and interesting things like trendsetter columns and the tweet of the week. The Royal Purple has a full staff to handle all of your advertising and article needs. Ad managers and sales representatives can help you get your ad in seasonal print issues online at royalpurplenews.com and out on our social media platforms. Editors and journalists would love to write features about your organization and follow-ups about your important events. For more information on student employment opportunities, advertisement services, or anything news, contact the Royal Purple over at RP@uww.edu or give us a call at 262-472-5100. Stop by our office and say hi on campus in McCutcheon Hall, room 113. For all of your local campus community news, check out the Royal Purple here at University of Wisconsin-Whitewater.
Tech Crew is a position at the University Center that we have that employs students as workers to provide AV support for various events. Conferences, camps, orientations, entertainment events such as magicians, comedians, bands, and a wide variety of various things that the University Center hosts.
Tech Crew is a great place for people who are interested in lighting and sound to really get hands-on experience and to learn and to grow, and just to be surrounded by great people who also want to learn.
It is that atmosphere. It's fun, it's entertaining, you learn a lot. I've been here for a long time and I've learned a lot about various different types of people, different types of events. I've met a lot of connections that will help me later in life, and it's just fun to be around and do what you like to do in a setting where you can learn too.
Sign up for Tech Crew today.
The Department of Communication offers students the opportunity to explore the world through the faculty-led travel study program. The course consists of both in-class lecture and a 3-week travel component at the end of the semester.
You have a life that is insanely busy. You don't have to give up so much time to do a 3-week travel study, and you can compact a lot in 3 weeks.
The course is worth 3 credits and is open to all majors. The program features group travel with peers and faculty.
I think the benefit of traveling in a group like the travel study is there's always somebody there to experience new things with you, and you always have new friends to gain.
Travel Study offers a variety of travel destinations, including a trip to Ireland every other year. Develop new relationships, participate in enriching cultures, and experience personal growth while abroad.
With the Travel Study, it was so great being able to go to places and really experience the value that they can give to our own culture and just to me as a person.
For more information, please visit.
Welcome back to Hot Stuff. It's time for Person of the Week, a segment where we discuss the week's most incredible, influential person. This week's Person of the Week, Brendan Fraser. So when we were talking about the Oscars, we mentioned that Brendan Fraser won for lead actor for The Whale. And we're really happy about that because he's had a really long career in Hollywood, and he's had a lot of ups and downs. And he's had a lot of like really cool movies, like I'm a fan of the Mummy franchise, and I'm happy to see him finally win like the big award. So.
I think he really deserves this after the works that Hollywood went through him, how he was blacklisted in Hollywood after having such traumatic stuff happen to him. I am so glad that he's finally coming back on top. He really deserves this. I mean, he was so iconic in a lot of his films. I also love The Mummy. Like, he's a fantastic actor in so many films, and I think that the media kind of dragged him through the mud for a really long time.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people put the pictures of like younger him, very fit, and then what he looks like now, and he gets a lot of, it's ugly in the media the way he got treated.
Yeah.
But suffering through a very stressful divorce, suffering the death of his mother, And being very bold in discussing his experience as a survivor of sexual assault is something that he was blacklisted for in the media, and I think that's disgusting. And him spiraling into this heavy, deep depression and coming back out on top is something that I think we can all look at and kind of applaud him for. He truly deserves this award. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show, but be sure to tune in next time for another episode of Hot Stuff. Remember, the conversations are always hot and the tea is scalding. We're your hosts, Jillian and Jessica, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.